All right, so go ahead and put it up like this, and don't block your moneymaker. Yeah, see that face. All right. Pretend like you're punching me in the face.
What do you mean pretend?
What? Oh, hey! Unacceptable. You got to hold it there so I can get a thumbnail. So just hold it there. It's like.
Oh, that's good. The Popeye look.
We'll use that as the thumbnail. And we're back at it. Running around Long Beach with Curt, Big Wrist Energy. And I am not wearing a watch because he is wearing my watch. What have you got on the right wrist, sir?
I've got a Tudor FXD left-hand drive personal mod.
MOD by D and friends. This is, of course, my Tudor mod where I worked with my buddies to have it modified to be left-hand drive. It is the easiest mod in the world for your watchmaker. All you have to do is have them drop the movement, take the hands off, pull the dial 180 degrees, put Humpty Dumpty back together again, and you will also have a left-hand drive. Now, the only other people in the world who have this are the Batical French divers who were able to order it that way from Tudor with the military version. And my video about this has been out for a little while. I haven't heard anyone copying it yet, doing it yet. I hope people do. I want to share the hobby as much as possible. But to be fair, that watch is looking pretty awesome on an NDC strap from ndcstraps.com. Shout out Jacko. Love those straps. Of course, those are the straps of the Marine Nationale. And I have to say, you wear that watch rather well.
Yeah, it's set up for your tiny little wrist, so it's choking my chicken choker.
Unacceptable.
You can edit that one.
I'll probably just do an audio dip on that. But I wanted to bring it out for him to enjoy and experience it. Yeah. Kind of a fun piece.
No, it's very cool. Me being a right-hand guy wearing a watch on my left wrist, it's not appropriate for me. But I've got several brothers and a sister that are left-handed. So
interesting.
More than out of the 7 in my family, 4 were left-handed.
Oh.
Only 3 right-handed. So
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
The only thing to be aware of with this mod, and I've expressed it before, is you have to have a good relationship with your watchmaker in order to persuade them to do it. But also, with this being a Kinesi movement, if it needs a service down the road, you can't send this into Tudor. They will either refuse it outright or they'll swap it back when they ship it back to you. So either, if it needs a service, whatever watchmaker does the switcheroo for you either needs to switch it back and then it gets shipped to Tudor, or you work with someone to begin with who is Tudor qualified.
What's Tudor's warranty?
5.
Wear it for 5 years. If it doesn't break in that 5-year period.
Or is it 10? It's either, I think it's 5. I'm fairly certain it's 5.
Yeah.
But
I can't see them out doing Rolex.
Yeah.
On that. So
I kind of don't remember.
And I've never sent my Rolexes. I would with my new ones, but
your vintage ones.
My Submariner I bought in September of 2020. So it's coming up. It's going to be 5 years here in less than a year. So they'll both be out of warranty. In which case, my go-to is Bo and Eric at LA Watchworks.
Okay.
So.
Do they have a storefront or what are they?
No, they're very well hidden in Pasadena. In fact, a very
they're in Pasadena?
Nondescript little door that you have to call ahead, be buzzed in. You'll never know who they are or what is in there. It is
interesting.
Very, very, not even like a storefront.
Can you connect me with them?
A hole in a wall, yes.
Yeah. I got a piece I might want them to take a look at.
LA Watchworks is my favorite. They are premier case refinishers.
Okay. Laser welding and stuff?
Laser welding, you name it. Tim Masso raved about the Christmas of my watch, And that's all due to the people you have polish it, and that was Bo. And Bo said, Curt, watch looks good, but I'm going to crispen up those bevels.
Little light polish.
Yeah, and it looks amazing. So if you take it to the right people, your watch does not need to look like melted wax. Okay. In fact, I tell people all the time, you know, if you can get a really good deal on a beat up, over polished Submariner, GMT, whatever, have the full work done. Take a look at their Instagram, take a look at their page, and see their before and after shots
I'll
what
link
they
that
can
in
do.
I'll link that in the
with laser welding and lug work. You know, I look at watches like I look at vintage cars. You know, you restore them. You know, they get beat up. They're subject to they're subject to the wear and tear and shoddy workmanship and all that. But that can be corrected. Okay, it can absolutely be corrected. I mean, you get a vintage car and have it fully restored. You know, all the old bad body work, all that stuff can be undone and redone.
Yeah. So it's all steel, right? So.
It's all steel. New steel can be welded in. Things can be leaded. The Bondo taken out. You know, it's amazing what a good craftsman can do. And you know, watches, cars.
Yeah.
Same thing. You know, with the right artisan and craftsman to do it. Okay. So there's no reason to have a, you know, because I see so many people. It's like, I got this one, but I couldn't live with the rounded lugs and the over polish and all that, so I ended up selling it. Well, wow. You know, what are you going to do? You're going to buy one that's been lightly used and then want to use it, and then it's going to end up that way anyway. Yeah. If you're really going to use it, so why don't you buy one, get a great deal on it, that's unloved, bring it back to its former glory.
I had never considered that, but now that I'm kind of pondering a older Rolex Submariner no date, I really want the 1999 because it's the Swiss only version, but I want the 14060M, M meaning modified, where it has the newer movement. I believe it's the 3130 and some other upgrades around it. And I don't know that I've seen one that has any sort of wear and tear such that I could get a deal and then have it repaired.
Well, here's what you need to do. You need to call Bo and say, okay, you know, I've gone on your website, I've gone on your Instagram page. This one looks like, you know, if I could get one that was this worn, this over polished, and what would it take to completely laser weld, redo the case? You know, he does great hand restoration. One thing on the hand restoration that's really cool is sooner or later that tritium is going to dry out, fall out. Okay, Rolex will train your hands out. Okay, you'll lose your original hands. They'll throw them away. They won't give you your original hands back. Okay, this is what Bo does. He'll take your original hands. He'll clean them up. Okay, providing the corrosion's not too bad, he can polish them up, and then what he can do, if your dial, like in the case of my watch, the dial was in great shape and had this beautiful ecru patina. He can put, instead of relume material, since the lume's dead anyway, okay, he can re-put that material, color match it to your dial. You have your original hands with brand new material in there that isn't going to flake. Because think about it, Rolex is not going to service a watch and put on old hands where that material's falling out and get in the movement and destroy a service. So this way you keep your original hands, you have a color matched lume in there, because once it starts falling out, what's the only alternative? Is to take it all out, and then you have skeletonized hands, which is not original.
And you had hands on your, was it GMT?
On my GMT were done that way, because that material is falling out. My watchmaker before Bo wanted to replace the hands. I said no. Nope. Just put them back in. I took them to Bo, and Bo goes, okay, here's what we can do. And he said, it looks like the steel on the hands is in good shape. I will polish them up. I will color match the material non-lume. It matches perfectly. You cannot tell people. I've had people look at it. He goes, yeah, original hands, original dial, perfect color match. I said, yeah, nobody can tell the difference. So who cares?
Well, that's the lesson right there. You find the right watchmaker.
Yes.
then the world is your oyster.
Yeah.
You know, you can get anything done. Would you have that Tudor FXD in that configuration? Would you own it?
If I was a left-handed guy, absolutely.
No, I wear it over here.
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I can't, I guess I could wear it over there.
Yeah,
Because you're going to take it off to wind it, but then for me it's awkward to wind it as a right-handed guy.
I just flip it upside down and I wind it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Good point.
Like
I probably would just as a conversation piece, just to be different.
Mr. Different.
Because it's a cool watch, and that would make it that much cooler, and just see if people notice.
I'll tell you what, some people have noticed.
Have they really?
On Instagram.
Oh, really?
Like I posted something because we've been doing these giveaways with Jacko's straps from NDCstraps.com, and so I wear that on that. That strap is actually a double partnership with Watchistry.com. Mm-hmm. Scott from over there, another cool dude. He wrote the Marine Nationale book. Yeah. Became buddies, and so that's a special strap that he did with Jacko, and then I got
special
that
about it? The block and
the logo. Yeah.
Okay.
The logo on the hook clasp.
Yeah. Can you get the silver?
Yeah. You can
Stainless steel?
You
I
can
would
actually
get the logo with the stainless steel.
Yeah.
And,
well, you can actually get custom clasps from NDCstraps.com done. You send them a piece of artwork. I'm thinking of doing one for the channel. Yeah. We'll have to see. But great straps, great stuff. Yeah. They also make that strap in black. Like they call it their stealth.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of that one too.
Yeah, I love the green and the yellow. I actually have an original one, and it has a pull tab here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of the original. I found it on the internet for a good price, a fantastic price.
I gotta know.
In great shape.
How much?
Gosh, it was
$300?
like $40.
$40?
Oh yeah. I scored. I freaking scored.
That is a score. Actually, from time to time, Jacko does come into those OG ones, like the wow, nice car.
What was it?
Got a lowrider Riviera convertible in
cool.
multiple color shades of purple.
I have to send your Jacko a picture.
Yeah, he'd love it.
Yeah.
But he comes into those periodically and has special deals.
I mean, he may know. He may say, "Okay, Curt, that's a reproduction of an original."
Could be.
I don't know. It looked pretty original to me.
Pretty original?
Pretty original to me. Looked pretty original to me.
Funny.
So anyway, it's it's neat.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
All right, so that is the message for today.
Your speed and your emotional age.
The message for today is find you a good watchmaker, and the world is your oyster.
Yes, and they're not always that easy to find.
No, they're not.
Like I said, if you're on the West Coast, LA Watchworks. Actually, I found them through the Rolex forums.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Rolex forums highly recommended them. Other people did. I actually called Bo an hour before they opened. Got him, chatted with him for over half an hour.
Oh, right on.
Kind of hit it off. He's not only a watch guy, he's a gun guy. We had a lot in common. Liked my Instagram stuff. I liked his.
Yeah.
And so
that's cool.
I trusted my watch to him, and I basically, it had been recently serviced by a really good watchmaker in San Diego, but I thought he charged a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And he said, "Listen, Curt, I can bring your case to the next level." I changed out. I was on my second bezel insert.
Okay.
So I said, if you can get me an old stock NOS bezel insert, which he did, and then do the hand restoration. So not cheap. Was $300, so a little under $1,000.
That's still not bad, though.
To have those three things done, but it transformed the watch. Okay, the hands alone transformed the watch. The case refreshed. I mean, like I said, Tim Nassau went nuts over the.
And as the future owner of the watch, I say thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
All right. A proper thank you for coming along on the ride, sir. Great to have you in the car, talking watches, doing some watch yapping with your buddies. Hope that wherever you are in this wonderful, beautiful hobby of ours, you are blessed and you are having a good time. We will catch you in the next one.
God,
Peace.
My hand's going numb.
Nut. If you'd like to support the channel, head over to hobbyofhours.com. We've got artwork, coffee mugs, hats, t-shirts, and even a watch book, 1001 Watch Designs, Volume 1. over 1,000 designs in here. Steampunk, super futuristic, kaleidoscope, even super real ones. Watches that you could probably put on your wrist today. It's a great way to support the channel. Thanks for coming along on the ride.